Hey, Redemption family, Pastor Byron here. As many of you know and are aware that we are going to be able to open our building for worship services this coming Sunday. So I want to go over some of the details with you so that you understand what we're allowed to do and what's expected of us. We're allowed to have 25% of our fire marshal seating capacity, which our seating is 300, which allows us to have 75 people per service. Also, our service times are going to be 8:30 and 10:30. We originally were aiming to do 8 o'clock, but we've moved that to 8:30 and to 10:30. Our doors will be opened up just 15 minutes prior to each service. This allows us to be able to get everything ready for you. I want to clarify, this is worship service only. There's no small groups, and there's no nursery and no preschool at this time. So if you're a parent that you're bringing children with you, let me encourage you to bring something with you to help them to be able to participate in worship, whether that's a coloring book or whether that's a notebook that they can take notes in from what I'm preaching on or what we're singing about, or even for them to draw an image in regards to what we are discussing. Some of the recommendations that are given to us, and let me clarify, when I say recommendations, we're talking about from the Louisiana Department of Health, Fire Marshall, and CDC. So we're trying to adhere to those guidelines as best as we possibly can. They're encouraging us to have strict social distancing, 6 feet apart from everybody, and no physical contact. We know that everybody wants to shake hands or to hug, but we're encouraging that we not have that physical contact at this particular time. So feel free to wave at a distance and air hug in the air, but no physical contact. Also, it's highly recommended that everyone wear a face mask. We can't enforce that, but they're recommending everyone to be able to do that at this time. Also, for those who are encouraged to stay home and watch online, are those who are 65 years and older, or people of all ages who have medical issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, or weakened immune system. Now, for our greeters and ushers, all of those individuals who will be helping us to serve you well on Sunday, all of those individuals will be wearing face masks for your protection and for your safety. Now, their job on Sunday is going to be opening all the doors. They're going to be opening the exterior doors for the service. They'll be opening and closing sanctuary doors. They're going to be helping you being seated in the sanctuary, and they're going to be helping just encourage the 6-foot social distancing on Sunday. So if you have any questions in regards to what's going to happen, our greeters will know on Sunday morning, and you can easily ask them. There will be no printed materials on Sunday. There will be no worship guides. There will be no offering envelopes. So if you're wanting to give through offering on Sunday morning, then we encourage you to bring your own envelope that you would just put your name on there, and you can drop that in the offering basket, and that's going to be at the end of the service. Now, we're still going to be doing the online giving, so if you have been doing that, you want to continue to do that, then feel free to do that as well. Now, when you arrive, as I mentioned to you, the service is at 8:30 and 10:30. We're only going to open the doors 15 minutes prior to the service. So, for example, if you come for the 8:30 service, we won't open the doors until 8:15. So if you get here a little bit early and you want to sit in your car, you can do so. But if you choose to come to the building, we will have a line that will be outside the building, and we will have markers on the ground that will be at 6-foot intervals to be able to encourage social distancing. Also, we'll have a white erase board outside that gives some explanation in regards to what you need to do if you're going to be entering in. You need to be fever-free for the past 72 hours. You need to not have been exposed to anyone with COVID-19 for 14 days, and all of the symptoms, for example, of COVID-19, we will have those listed as well. Parents, we're encouraging you. You need to keep your kids with you. All of us will want to roam and to talk, but when we enter the building, we need you to be able to go and have a seat and be able to wave and talk to people from a distance. I want to clarify that we're not taking temperatures of people as you come. We're asking you to be responsible for that also. And if you're choosing to come and to enter the building, you are entering at your own risk. For all of us, no matter where we're going, that is a risk that we take. So we just want you to understand that. Now, when you come, there's going to be certain doors that you will enter, and there'll be certain doors that you will exit from. We will have those doors clearly labeled, and our greeters will assist you in that way. When you walk into the sanctuary, again, our greeters will have the doors held open for you. And when you walk in, we're going to have certain seats that are going to be labeled for 8:30 and certain seats that will be labeled for 10:30. That is so that if someone comes to the 8:30 service, then someone who comes to the 10:30 won't be sitting in a seat that's already been occupied. If for some reason that we reach capacity within the sanctuary, then we will have metal chairs that we can pull into the lobby and to be able to seat about 25 to 30 more people. Now, once we get to the service beginning, it's going to be a regular worship service, just like normal, like we've always been having. We'll have time of worship, we'll have time of prayer and preaching. But when it comes time to the response time, much like what you've seen us do in the past several weeks online, will be very similar. We'll give people time to respond because we cannot have interaction there at the offering area and the response time. We'll make that very clear on Sunday morning as well. When it comes time to dismissal, we will not just be dismissing everyone at one time. We will be dismissing people by sections, and that is to try to prevent people from congregating in the aisleways. And also when you walk out of the sanctuary into the lobby for your area, we will have greeters that will be directing you to the proper exit doors also. When you get ready to leave, that is the opportunity where you can drop your offering into the basket. We will have that at the back of the sanctuary by the doors, and you can do that at that time. Now, if you are coming for the 10:30 service, some of you are probably wondering what we're going to do in order to clean and to sanitize. Part of the reason of us being able to only open the doors 15 minutes prior to service is because once the first service is done and completed and those individuals leave, then we're going to have individuals who've been assigned already who's going to be wiping things down and wiping counters and door handles and light switches and bathrooms so that the next group who comes in, those areas have been taken care of for your safety and benefit. That's a lot to think about, a lot to consider, but we're trying to do everything that we can so that Sunday can be a wonderful experience. One of the verses that we're memorizing this month comes from Psalm 18, verse 3. I call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. We're looking forward to being able to see you once again. Andrew and I and our worship team are so looking forward to being able to hear us as a congregation, hear you to be able to sing together. I look forward to being able to preach and to see you sitting there in the seats. And we're going to have a wonderful time to be able to gather and to worship together. So let me just encourage you to pray that God will bless our time together on Sunday morning. And for those of you who have made a decision that you don't want to come yet, it's okay. We want you to be able to come when you feel comfortable and just continue to stream and worship with us there at home. Look, we love you. We are praying for you and know that we're excited to be able to see you on Sunday morning. If you have any questions or any concerns about Sunday, I want to encourage you to text me, call me, or text or call Andrew so we can be able to try to give you the answers that will make you feel most comfortable. We love you. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning.